Hello Libra, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you are here with me today. This is your spirit message for December 2025. So first of all, I want to welcome those of you that are new, returning, all of you. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing not only your time, but also your energy. We are going to get right into your reading, and we're going to start with your angel number. There's also a message attached to the angel number, but we will reveal it at the end of the reading. So spirit guides, this is for the beautiful sign Libra. What is the angel number for December? There we go. All right, let's begin your reading with your major arcana energy. So what I've done is I've taken a traditional tarot deck. So I use the Tarot of Dreams. I've pulled out the 22 major arcana cards. We are now going to see what Spirit would like to share as the main energy for December for Libra. What is that main energy? Temperance, balance. Perfect for you. Exactly what you want. Peace, contentment, harmony, love, balance, divine timing. Things to start to work in a timely manner. The waiting game over. The angel of balance. The beautiful rainbow shows that you are finding balance with all of the elements in your life. Relationships, finances, pressures from job and family and friends. It's figuring out how we balance the water with the fire. How do we get that? Temperance number 14 shows that you are figuring out what that is for you. Because it's different for everyone. We all have a different formulation for it. And the Temperance card shows that you are discovering how that element, how that works for you. I feel like there's balance being restored in many different areas of your life, not in just one area. And that's why it feels almost like a totality of balance. And then that brings peace and joy. Let's keep going. Let's get your energy card now. Whoops, that did not want to shuffle. Let's get that better. There we go. All right. For Libra, let's find out what the energy messages are that you would like to share with this sign as we move through December. This is for Libra. Lots of peace and balance. Lovely to see. Ooh, dark thoughts. All right, and at the bottom, we've got family. Okay, we need to find out how we bring balance into our lives, because maybe some of you have been feeling a little bit like the maze of life has been a little dark. All right, we're trying to figure out how to balance that out. Maybe there's been things in your life that have been feeling a little fearful. You know, some of these fears, the fear of certainly when we reach certain pivotal times in our life, and we all go through all these different stages, you know. We all go through fear when we're, you know, ready to explore higher education, and then of course explore family, and then it could be exploring marriage for some of you, then it could be job, what am I going to do, you know, and the dark thoughts are feeling somewhat trapped, all right? We feel trapped, we feel the shadow side of things because we want so much to bring peace and balance into our lives, but there's something that just keeps drawing us back to, you know, the what ifs. So how do we release that? It's just a fear, okay? The dark thoughts and the fear are just, I think it's a natural part of life. I mean, we're not human if we don't feel fearful, especially if maybe you're deciding to take on something new in your life. You know, there's a new sort of direction happening for you, whether again, that's with maybe relationships, you're discovering something new about yourself. But the dark thoughts, really, it's time to release whatever that is. It's like a concrete maze, okay? You feel like you just don't know how you can get out of this, and it's the fear that's keeping you. It's the fear that's keeping you closed up. So we have to figure out how we release that, okay? Because we don't certainly want that to be what prevents you from this feeling of peace and balance. I feel like what this is, the Temperance, because this is the main energy. All right. And the reason why you're trying to find the balance is because you're trying to release yourself from whatever that fear that may be holding you back. The rainbow shows that there is going to be some sort of resolution, because this Temperance is about finding out what that formulation is. How do I release the negative thoughts and the fear to bring that balance into my life? It looks like family is very supportive here. Number 2 people, there's family around that give you the support systems that you need as well. Let's look at, now that's also about like showing stability in your life. Family isn't always the family unit. It can be people that are not related to you by blood. I think it's just showing that there's supportive connections in your life, and peace and balance come from releasing whatever those fears are. Some of you could be feeling there's some fears towards family. Maybe there's something that you're trying to resolve. And it looks like with the Temperance card, the resolution is coming. Let's get your tarot cards. We're going to get 3 rows. The first row is your current energies. So this is where you are right now and what Spirit wants you to see or acknowledge. They want you to acknowledge that there is definitely something new that is coming in for you. And I think this is why we're seeing Temperance here. We don't always understand all of the energies until other cards start to come out. So the dark thoughts and the fear could be that there is an element of your life changing. The Ace of Wands could be you are entering into a new phase of your life. It could be work, could be financial, could be opportunities, creative endeavors. It could be people, could be love, could be children. Could be expanding your family. Whatever it is, there's always going to be fears, right? We have this underlying sense of fear, but we know that everything is going to balance itself out. There is definitely some beautiful new opportunity that has already, this is your current situation, so this is something that's already here in your life. This is something that's entered into your life. Are you fearful because this is so new? Right? Maybe there's choices and decisions that may be required on your part, and that's why you're feeling the fear. Let's get the clarifying card for the Ace of Wands. Beautiful Ace of Wands. And then the Death card, change. So what is the dark thoughts and the fear? It's because things are changing. If you are very structured and very used to a certain routine, why wouldn't it be fearful if something new, a new element in life is coming in for you, Libra, and it's something that's really quite exciting? Could have to do with family. Maybe that's why there's fear. Maybe a family is expanding. The ultimate goal here, the ultimate energy is the Temperance. So you're figuring out what it is you need to do to bring this peace and balance into your life. And the angels are working really hard with you to help you, to adjust to the changes that are happening, because number 13, death, is about transformations. It is about change. An end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. Let's get the next 2 cards. This is all about your challenge or opportunity. So sometimes what we think is a challenge can actually be an opportunity for growth. So let's see what that is. The Hierophant, marriage for some of you could be your fear for you. Maybe new relationship, higher calling. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, number 5, major arcana card. It is about blessings. It is about your traditional beliefs. All right, maybe your fear of traditional. It could be that maybe you feel like maybe your traditional beliefs are being tested. Could be there's a new energy or element opening up here that could be leading to something more that you need to commit yourself to, hence why there's dark thoughts and fear. But the Hierophant can be your fear of conforming, to conforming to something. That can be fearful, but it also can be a blessing. All right, there could be a blessing attached to it. Let's get the clarifying card with that. Committed, values, morals, your standards. Something is definitely changing. There's transformations. And the Magician, wow. Very powerful energies you have in the challenge and opportunity section here. Both major arcana cards. So how do we balance with the Temperance? How will we balance our traditional values, our commitment levels, with this very powerful magical energy? We don't want to abuse the energy of the magician. That would be a challenge or an obstacle. We want to welcome the magical energy in and use it to for our highest good. There's tools here that are really readily available to you. Something magical is certainly happening. It could be relationships for some of you. If you're in a relationship or a long-term committed relationship, that could be changing. It could be changing in a more serious way, something more contractual. There's contracts, agreements that are coming. It's something that you've been manifesting, something that you've been creating. It might require you to take another evaluation or look at your traditional beliefs. Something is definitely going through a change. This is why there's fear. Let's look at the last two cards. This is what's coming in. It's the energy that's entering your life as December unfolds. Number 9, the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. So taking some time out, okay? So there's a beautiful new opportunity that is certainly changing your whole life. No wonder you've got fear and dark thoughts, because this is something pretty incredible. This is life-changing. It could be, if it's not relationships, it could be some sort of contract or agreement, something that will really require you to commit to, all right? And that can be fearful, that can be a challenge and an obstacle, but it can also be something that brings in this beautiful magical energy. It's something that is created from your own vision. It's going to require you to take a little bit of a time out. Find out, get the wisdom that you need from within. There's no rush here to make any choice or decisions. But before I say that, let's get the next card. With the Hermit. And you got the Knight of Coins. Yeah, there's no rush whatsoever here, because this massive change that's happening for you is something long-term. And I almost feel like it could be something that you've been planning for a long time. Now, the Knight of Coins is earth energy. It is about planting seeds for success. The Knight of Coins is a very slow-paced knight. He has a message as well. So there could be some messages that are coming in for you that are going to be really rocking the boat in a good way. And maybe that's not even the right term that I've used, because when I say rock the boat, we think like a jolt, a bolt of lightning. And it's not like that at all. In fact, I actually feel like this is something quite of a smooth transaction. You're transitioning smoothly with the changes, because there are opportunities that I think that you have been opening yourself up to. In fact, I feel like you've been manifesting them. And the challenge for you has been that maybe you've been waiting a long time for something to really come in for you. You've shown commitment, okay? So you're committed to something really wholeheartedly, but it might have you reviewing things. Maybe some of the ways that you see things needs to have a little bit of a change. The positive here is the blessings that are coming in. And all of this is going to require you to just take a little step back, find and do a little bit of deep, almost go on like a little bit of a self-help retreat. Value your own inner wisdom by searching for it, by giving yourself permission to take a time out to receive the messages that you need. You hold a lot of wisdom. Sometimes our light isn't bright enough sitting in a lantern. Sometimes that light needs to be from within. And in order to really feel that light within, you need to take some time out for yourself. The answers you need are there. And the Knight of Coins is delivering a message from seeds that you planted a long time ago that might be requiring you to just think things through, because this Knight of Coins, he's got plans. You know, those seeds that he's been planting just weren't planted by fluke. He carefully planted them, and he's carefully nurturing them because he wants something to last a long time. He isn't looking for a quick fix. He's looking for what he's creating, and the changes that are happening in pursuit of it are all opportunities that are going to create something that he's going to commit himself to for the long term. I see a lot of wisdom here with the Hierophant and the Hermit. Okay, so there's a lot of wisdom, whether that wisdom is a balance of coming from within or also shared wisdom. Sometimes family can hold a lot of wisdom as well. Whatever the case is, the fears and the dark thoughts will subside because the wisdom of what is changing here in your life is really coming through in the month of December. And temperance is really the success that lies within all of it. All right, let's get your angel message. Let's find out what the blessing is. So this here is the message that your angels would like you to know. I'll get that in a minute. As confirmation that they are supporting you throughout December. All right. They want you to remain positive. All right. You got not the right time, and it says they want me to go through this again. All right. Not the right time to rush into anything, okay? It's not the right time to make a big move because you need to get more information. The information comes from the wisdom that you hold within you. What they're saying, not the right time, is because there is a slower process. This is not something that can be rushed. It takes time. And throughout the whole thing, they're saying, remain positive. Release the dark thoughts, release the fear. Balance is certainly coming into play. All right, peace and harmony, wisdom. But it's not the right time to rush things. Get the information that you need and continually remain positive. Those are your angel messages there. Now, I want you to keep as important numbers. You can keep aces as an important number. But really, the most important angel number is the number I'm going to reveal right now. And it's up to you. 2112. Someone watching over you. There's somebody definitely watching over you. Good fortune, unforeseen forces in a direction. It says even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. And in that, I said things are slower. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. Remain positive. Even though it's not the right time, you're going to get more information, and that information is what gives you the wisdom to keep moving down this path with that Knight of Coins, because those seeds you planted will eventually grow. And all of this is completely up to you. But it looks like the progress that you're making, although slow, is very meaningful. 2112. So 21, 11, 12, 2, 1, 22, 11. Those are all very important numbers. Libra, thank you so very much for joining me for your December spirit message. I certainly hope it resonates. Please support the channel by liking, sharing, subscribing, and leaving comments. And until next time, sending love, light, and positive vibes.